Sports. Hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. And here we have Paris Saint-Germain against Arsenal. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
The instantly recognisable sound of the UEFA Champions League anthem, the perfect backdrop to this eagerly awaited night of European football. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
It has to be the Chilean, Alexis Sanchez, one of the hardest grafting attacking players I've ever seen. He's strong and tenacious in working back, but he can rip through opposition defences with his pace and his juggling skills. He's a fantastic watch. It's there! And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on, and we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it.
He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Schneider. Coquelin out to the flank, and he's there to hoof it away. Hector Bellerin going for goal, mighty close.
Oh, it was almost a beautifully placed shot. He's so unlucky not to see that go in.
Kurzawa, and it's Cavani, tries a through ball. Jesse Rodriguez goes for the cross. Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game, long time to go.
The only consolation at this stage is that they've got a lot of time on their side. You try to find a positive for any eventuality, and while an early concession is unwanted, they can recover this.
Wonderful quick feet, tries one! He scored! 2 to the good! They have breathing space! Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
Arsenal have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Thiago Motta. No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Danger averted for now. It's gone out for a throw-in. Cavani. Schneider. He's made his mark on this game. Now the pass. Lovely feet. Decent ball. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That wasn't the easiest of saves by any means, Peter, and I think his instincts were, well, they were just razor sharp.
And it's been taken short. That's not going to find its target. He's hit it first time.
Well, the contact was absolutely perfect for me, but the direction was pretty ugly, and that really was a back to the training ground moment.
Crunching tackle. It's Cavani. Oxlade-Chamberlain passes it through. Manolas. Cazorla goes long and forward. Giroud plays it into the channel. Spoon forward. Thiago Silva. Thiago Motta. Pastore. Now it's Cavani. Cazorla. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Gabriel. And that'll be the last act of the first half. To look back on the first 45 minutes.
Paris Saint-Germain will be asked to reproduce something similar to that first half performance after the restart. They've asserted an authority, and they really shouldn't complicate things from here.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Oh, terrific run to latch onto it, but the finish is all wrong.
I think there's always that danger that the defence can get exploited in that way. That must have served as a real wake-up call to them.
Pastore picks it up from the goal kick. Alexis Sanchez. Schneider. And it's Monreal. Schneider. A chance! Arsenal have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. They've played it short. Kurzawa tries to get it forward quickly. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Looks like a good ball through. Florenzi is on his own. Goal! The second half sparked straight into life.
I just think he showed a lovely appreciation of where that defensive line formed, and he held his run until just the right moment, and he broke the offside trap, and he took full advantage. That's top marks for me.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
Florenzi into the channel. he's got away with one there. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Florenzi. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Really well taken goal.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has. Paris Saint-Germain are looking strong on the break. Winning the ball in midfield is one thing, but it's their clever use of counter-attacking. That's the real highlight.
This has become one superb game of football.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. And back out it comes.
That was just asking too much of his teammates by playing it in so early.
Done very well to intervene. Schneider. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Well, it did look promising to start with, but in the end they were thwarted before they could even make it into the final third. Get that clear. Throw it. Paris Saint-Germain, their final change. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Looks to slip it through. Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Paris Saint-Germain get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, for me this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit. Arsenal have opted to really stretch the game now.
Yeah, that's pretty evident, but what's their thinking?
It looks as if the opposition are happy to defend the width of the 18-yard box, trying to remove that compactness.
Welbeck. Florenzi. Now it's Cavani.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight?
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Manolas positions himself well and cuts it out. Kuzawa. Cavani. Chance! He's off on a marauding run. Back of the net! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Paris Saint-Germain take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win. Fired in from distance, and the header! Great early ball, same can't be said for the finish.
Look, there'll be no complaints at all with quick service like that. It's so difficult to defend when the ball comes in so swiftly. But you can't question the finishing in this instance. I think, though, there's enough grounds for them to keep working at it.
the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, Peter, and it looks like this defence will go tooth and nail to prevent him from getting another.
Looks to slip it through. Florenzi hoisted towards the area. And more, and more, and more. Surely now, beyond all doubt. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was. Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Paris Saint-Germain grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Alexis Sanchez puts it into the middle. Header! Oh, he got himself into a great position. Florenzi. There will be 4 extra minutes. Kuzawa. Aurier. And it's Florenzi. Lucas Moura. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. It goes to show he is human after all. Oh, he really wanted that.
Well, he went at it with great confidence, and it's not going to stop him from trying again.
The final whistle. Paris Saint-Germain win at home. 90 minutes still to play on the road, but they have a lead to cling to. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Look, they've got to be happy with what they've produced here, because they showed plenty of industry, and I think they've ended up getting what they deserve.